This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
How is everyone doing today? Where's my camera? There it is. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Montauk, What's Real, Co-Train, Cousin Paulie, the usual suspects. How you guys doing? We're in Nassau County, Long Island again. And we're going to go down to the South Shore, over towards the Seaford area. So this is about a 50-minute ride. So thanks for coming along. Montauk, nice to see you. What's Real? How's it going? Go Train. Cuz. Right now we're in I guess technically this is Garden City Park, Mineola, Central Nassau County. We're gonna head south. We're gonna go on Old Country Road, passing by all the shopping areas, the mall, Roosevelt Field, right through the center of Nassau County. We're going to take Old Country Road for a good amount of time, west to east. So we're going to be going left to right on your map through Nassau County, through Long Island. Then we're going to head south a bit, down towards Seaford, the Massapequa area, somewhere around there. Nice day here, well, in Long Island. It was actually a little sunnier back in Queens. Car says it's 66 degrees. It was a nice day today. Warm. Not too much of a chill in the air. Let's see if we got anyone else in here. Scotty, right? Scotty, good play. I think Scotty's working. What's Real? We got to get him in here. If he hops on, we'll drop the link for him so he can say what's up. We're not too far from the bar. We're heading in a different direction. So this is Mineola. We're on the edge of it. There's a great. We were talking when Danny Stories was in the chat. We were talking about Portuguese food. There's a lot of Portuguese in Mineola. It's a great chicken restaurant. Well, I just always get their chicken, but there's a restaurant right there on the left at Brasa Berdoso. But Mineola is known for having a few great Portuguese restaurants. Very, very, very large Portuguese population in Mineola. Fun fact. Yeah, Coach Haynes got a. Yeah, what's real? This week, I actually have I'm hosting a family function on Saturday. And I'm not too happy about this weather forecast because it's been in the high 60s. It's, we're going to be getting close to 70. It was nice today. And on Saturday, it's looking like mid 50s and rain. So hopefully, you know what they say. They say April showers bring May flowers, right? So hopefully we're turning that page a little bit here as we go into May. But this here now is Old Country Road. So we're making this little curve here. Right now, we're going to start heading directly east. So we're heading east on Long Island, on the southern edge of Mineola, towards Garden City. Garden City is right to the right, or the south of us. Mineola is actually considered the county seat, which it's a non-city suburb thing, but Nassau County has a capital, so to speak, where the courthouses are. So Mineola is considered that quote-unquote capital of Nassau County. They call it the county seat. So you'll see as we approach up here, if there's any big federal or big cases and they're being tried here on Long Island, this is where it is. Garden City itself is probably one of the most exclusive towns on Long Island. Lots and lots and lots of old money. Old money in Garden City. They just built up this whole downtown area too. Winthrop Hospital was the mainstay of Mineola, this area, the main economic force. NYU Langone came in and bought Winthrop Hospital. So now this hospital that's just to the left of us in Mineola is an NYU Langone hospital, which is a big deal. One of the biggest hospitals in the world, hospital systems in the world, I would say. So they've bought up a lot of property around here. There's a lot of medical buildings and doctors' offices. This is a very much now built up area. Lots of businesses moving into the area, but driven mainly off of the hospital. The hospital is always the main driving force of the economics in the area. This area, anyway. Bit of gridlock coming through here, but cuz what's going on? Yeah, I didn't see him. He must be doing a good job. Cuzzo, how's it going, cuz? Good to see you, man. Let's see what's going on with the Metropolitans.
Batting left-handed, Morton deals in a high pop.
The Mets are playing well. Yankees are playing well too. Hopefully we get through this gridlock. We're trying to get past this main intersection here, the intersection that has the courthouse on it, Franklin Avenue, which is the main intersection north to south, which is what we're trying to get past here. This here on the right starts the whole complex. Very nice architecture here, old school courthouse. What's real, I love baseball. I played baseball growing up. I played in high school. I also played college baseball. I love the game. I'm a Yankees fan, but I'm not a Mets hater. I got a whole bunch of Met fans that are friends of mine that, I don't care. I love the game. I don't get too deep into players, into teams. I coached for a while, but I really couldn't take the parents. It's just so serious nowadays, and the way everyone takes it, it's a lot. It really is. It's like coaching, a college team to coach 14-year-olds these days. I even tried umpiring. That's even worse. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to umpire little kids. It's you try to give them a pretty big strike zone, and then one side's complaining, and okay, make the kid swing the bat. Like the kids are, yeah. I really got when I turned 14 is when my schedule really got serious. Up until then, it was church league in Gravesend, Little League, all those schools over in Gravesend and Bensonhurst. We would play each other. We would have Amity over in Sheepshead Bay, St. Columbo over in Marine Park. It was a little more localized. But once I turned 14, then all bets were off. Then we traveled, we did everything. But now the kids are starting a lot younger. They're starting serious travel baseball at a really, really young age, which is cool. But it's a commitment. It's a huge commitment. It's real. It's all good. Hold on to those because you never know. I dabbled here and there into the card business. I have a few of them, but hold on to those things. Coach train. You know the deal with coaching. I coached. It was about maybe 5-6 years ago. I coached a 14-year-old serious travel team that we actually wound up winning a regional and going to Missouri. So I took a 14-year-old team. I was young. I don't even know if I was 30 yet. No, I don't think so. But I took a 14-year-old team to Missouri. We flew out of JFK into St. Louis, rented vans, which I actually needed a couple of parents to give a license, I think, because but rented a couple of creeper vans, and drove. The tournament was it was about 2 hours from St. Louis. I forgot the town. We played well. We actually made it to the semifinals. We lost to a team from Texas that was really good, but we held our own. We played really, really well. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Nice to see you, Jen. Yeah, she started travel at 9. Yeah, we did. Like I said, it was travel, but it was not like it is today. It was travel around Brooklyn, Staten Island, maybe Jersey, maybe out to Long Island, as opposed to just the in-house league. So I started travel, but it's just different now. Like you said, Coach Train, she's going down to Connecticut. That's, I really didn't start doing that until 14, 15. I was high school once we started doing that. Travel out of state, true out of state. Yeah, some of them, I know Joey had spoken about it a few times on the show. They had started mass producing cards like crazy, so a lot of them are undervalued because of that. Well, the value was diluted. Heading down to the South Shore, Jen, over by Seaford, Massapequa over there. I'm trying to get through Mineola at the moment. We should be through this area. I'm on Old Country Road by the courthouses, by the Boulevard, Mineola Boulevard. Heading towards Roosevelt Field. Yep, Nassau County courthouse to the right there. All those condos we just passed on the left are all brand new. A lot of big build up here. Danny Stories, nice to see you, man. Hope you're feeling better. Good to see you. We're in Long Island again, Nassau County. And we're through it. Should be a little smoother ride from here, even though it is 5 o'clock, but I'm going to avoid the highways, take streets, show you some of the Nassau County rush hour traffic. Nope. That didn't sound good. Good, Danny. Good. That's all we can do, right? All we can do is keep it on moving. Always like these houses here on the left. They remind me of Forest Hills, Queens, the old-fashioned, old stone brick Tudors. Nice stuff. Oh, nice Porsche. So Garden City to the right, the southern edge of Mineola, I believe, to the left. Heading towards the one of the major, more well-known areas of Nassau County, near the Roosevelt Field Mall. The Roosevelt Field Mall is an indoor mall in itself, but really it's what was built all around it. There is so much shopping that you're going to see over the next couple of miles that was just built around it, and that's what Long Island is. That's a big pro when you look at the pros and cons, say Long Island versus Queens, or Long Island versus Brooklyn. Long Island has a ton of big open shopping centers. You can head to an area and you get anything you need in that area, and it's in a huge shopping center. Whereas in Brooklyn and Queens, obviously it's different. There was also the Source Mall here. There was another mall like right past it. I believe that is closed down. There's a Dave and Buster's still over there. Indoor malls themselves are, I guess, not the same as they used to be as back in the day with online shopping and everything, but the shopping center is still, I would think, a thriving part of the economy. No matter what online shopping is done, people still are going to go to the shopping center. I just know it. Like this first big shopping center on the left here, I know there's got to be a 50 stores in this place. It's like the supermarket gets swallowed up. You don't even realize there's a supermarket in there. That's that Audi. That Audi A4 with that aftermarket exhaust is what's making that obnoxious sound. You see this one of these shopping centers here. I believe this is called the Country Glen Shopping Center, and there's everything you can think of just in this little area here. Is Ben's Delicatessen actually also in here too. Louis Pizza and Restaurant's very good. There's a PC Richards. There's a Stop and Shop. There's everything. But then you'll see as we move forward what they built. This is the center of Nassau County pretty much. I remember growing up in Brooklyn, my parents, we would take rides out to here to go shopping. That was before they built Erskine Street or the Target at the Junction on Flatbush Avenue. But we would hop on the belt to the Meadowbrook and we would come out here to shop. Good diner also on the left-hand side. A lot of good diners on Long Island, like Jersey. Always good diners. Brooklyn's and Queens are different with the diners. They always had great classic diners, but so many of them closed and changed. I feel like the Long Island and the suburban diners in general have held a little truer. In Brooklyn, you had the Del Rio, El Greco, the King's Plaza diner. So many have changed, come, gone. But on Long Island, it seems, even though I didn't grow up on Long Island, it seems like they're older. But great diners. Yeah, no, that A4 right there. That's what that was. It sounded like a bike at first. Like, I don't like that one. It just doesn't sound good. I don't mind the loud exhaust, but at least it should sound good. It should definitely sound good. Yeah, once we're gonna. I actually worked in the office building at some point years ago. It's the 666 building. The address is 666 Old Country Road. Big glass building. You probably can't see it right now. It's just past the white Charles Schwab building on the right, but we're gonna pass right by it. Cool building. Address was a bit weird, but you know. Easy to get to. Hopefully get through this light and get a little more free flowing from here. It is 5:08 on a weekday. We're going to cross over the Meadowbrook Parkway here, so a lot of this traffic is trying to get onto that Meadowbrook. A lot of people coming off the Meadowbrook. This person just deciding he doesn't want to drive anymore. Okay, we're going to go. Yep, that building right there, 666. Now that the entrance right there to Roosevelt Field. So in back there is the indoor mall. Meadowbrook Parkway. This Meadowbrook Parkway going left to right, right south, left north, south down to Jones Beach, north up to the Northern State Parkway. Not much further north you can go. Here now another big shopping center on the right. We got Bye Bye Baby. This was a popular spot a couple of years ago for me. But it's just shopping amongst shopping. This too also a brand new shopping center they built on the right-hand side, this Galleria, where they put a Nordstrom rack, a Bloomingdale's. There was a Fortune off here back in the day, I remember. Well, yeah. That would be good. I'm waiting because I know it's definitely going to happen at some point during the summer. I know at some point I'm going to be somewhere in the summer, driving down some blocks. I'm going to see people I know. And I'm just... Oh, man. Hey, David S. Cameron. Good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have you around, David S. Cameron. We're on Long Island, again, Nassau County. Old Country Road. So we're right in the center of Nassau County, Long Island. Right in the, I guess, the original shopping hub. There's so many more now that they've built up, but, you know, there's a Nordstrom, a Bloomingdale's. This shopping center right here on the right, they just built. We just passed, you know, Roosevelt Field. So this gives you a taste of the commercial corridors of Nassau County, different than the commercial corridors of Brooklyn and Queens. Still very populated, but you know, us city folk, this is the suburbs. This is very suburban. I know when I have my friend down from Vermont, we come to Long Island. To him, you know, Long Island is very hustle and bustle, similar to, you know, what he thinks of as Burlington, or, you know, to me, Burlington, the city of Burlington, is very similar to Long Island. But to us, this is the suburbs. This is, you know, look at all this parking. There's parking everywhere. There's space. You know, all space to breathe. The people here on Long Island have lived there the whole life. To them, it's just, there's too many people here. So many people have moved out here. There's a great history of the post World War II history David S. Cameron, you would probably appreciate this. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the post-World War II history in the areas we're in right now is fascinating. There's a town. The town is called Levittown, named after the gentleman Levy, who made Levy houses with Ford. When Ford was experimenting with the assembly line, mass producing vehicles, after the war, it was they had all these soldiers from New York City basically coming home, so they needed places for these soldiers to live, and they were just mass producing houses here because there was nothing out here. World War II, post-World War II, really up until like the 50s, 60s, there was not much out here at all. And we're only, I don't know, 10 miles at most outside of New York City. They started mass producing homes on assembly lines. Basically, how they have almost how like they have the homes of today, like that, not completely prefabricated, but in multiple different parts where they can just throw houses together to accommodate all these soldiers coming home, because you had the GI Bill, you had all these soldiers coming home that were looking to purchase homes, start families, baby boom. Where was that baby boom happening? Well, one of the places this baby boom was happening, right here on Long Island. Yep, pre-packed. That was the beginning of that technology, was post-World War II, to accept all the soldiers coming home from the general vicinity. This was a landing spot for all them, where houses were just getting thrown up and thrown up and thrown up. And the original design of those towns, there were actually no fences. All the houses, the backyards were all interconnected, but it was the suburban lifestyle. You went away, you fought the war, you came home. Here's your American dream. So Long Island, really, when people speak about, for example, how much New York City has changed, or how the boroughs of New York City have changed compared to the people that might have lived there, years ago, so many of the descendants of those people ended up on Long Island. Long Island, when you think of, your typical New Yorker, how you doing? And then you go to Manhattan, you don't see that. You go to Bensonhurst right now, maybe you don't see that if you're not looking in the right places. But you come here, that's what this is. This is the normal, middle class, blue collar New York City area. Where back in the day, the blue collar New York City area was Bensonhurst, Gravesend. Houses in Bensonhurst and Gravesend are going for $1.2 million right now. So, I mean, Long Island's very expensive too. But the transition out of New York City, there's been so many millions and millions and millions of people that were born and raised in New York City, but they left, right? Where'd they go? A huge population of those people came to Long Island at a certain point, early in that, more recently, it's been a more move out of New York. It's been a move to Pennsylvania, Jersey, Connecticut, whatever. But that initial, one of the, Staten Island also, the Bensonhurst to Staten Island, that was the most popular. I'm so surprised still to my day my family didn't do it. My family is still in Brooklyn. They never left Brooklyn and never will leave Brooklyn. To be honest with you, it's probably why I'm still in this area, because this is for a young person starting out in their life, it's a very hard place to do that. It's a lot easier to do in other places of the country. But when your entire family stays in Brooklyn, New York, you stay in Brooklyn, New York. But, it's crazy. Sorry. This guy at the left, wow, he just messed up a lot of people. Everyone just missed that light because that guy in the pickup truck must have been on his phone or something. But there's descendants of my best friend, born, raised, Canarsie, Brooklyn. As Canarsie, Brooklyn started to change, him and his family left. They came to Long Island. So it's Long Island's very interesting in that. And there's a lot of different personalities in Long Island, but it's the history of how it became so popular is fascinating. It really is fascinating. And when you go into Levittown, there's very few original of those levee houses. They were all basically, people put extensions on them. They're all extended out. They're built out into bigger homes. There's very few originals, but you'll still see some of the originals of the levee houses. This guy just nice. Hopefully that phone call didn't mess anything up. Yeah, so now we're Eisenhower Park is to the right. So Eisenhower Park is one of the public parks in Nassau County. Has a bunch of public golf courses. It's very similar to Bethpage State Park. Bethpage State Park has the world famous Bethpage Park. This doesn't have any world famous golf courses, but still very nice. Cotrain, if you're in here, even this as a public course, it's a nice place. One of the courses actually hosted a women's PGA tournament here. Big open park, tons of stuff going on here summer. Hey, Vito, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for hopping in. You can see a little bit more of Cotrain. You can see a little bit more of the park. I think there's 5 courses in this park, like Bethpage. But these are the courses that during peak time, they're going to be crowded. They're most likely going to be crowded courses. I always used to go further out east. You see these guys teeing off right there on the right. Man, must be nice. A big park. You can see a lot more here too. There's a whole bunch of baseball fields and everything. A lot goes on here in the summer. I believe the Islanders had their, I don't know if they still do because now they're over by Beaumont, but they had their practice facility in here. They had some more golf carts here, more golf courses. This lane's ending, so we'll let that person go ahead of us so we can do some sightseeing. I think this is the red course here, but yep, you see these guys in that golf cart right here on the right. They're nice courses. The public courses, they're very nice. I mean, this is the best time to do it because they're not going to be too crowded now. Twilight, off season. Again, this is Eisenhower Park. Similar to Bethpage Park in that it's a huge public park with a bunch of public golf courses in it. About 5 18-hole regulation golf courses. Bethpage is a state park. I believe this is a county park. And I know you can just drive right through it. When I finally make it into Manhattan, maybe we'll drive through Central Park one day. I can't wait to actually get into Manhattan with you guys. What we call the city. Whenever you hear a person from Brooklyn or Queens say, "Oh, we're going into the city," we're talking about Manhattan. Skyscrapers. That place. Left lane ends. What left lane? You can see how big Eisenhower is. I think it still goes actually. We're not going to go through this light. We're going to hang out here for a second. Yeah, this is just another entrance here. It's Eisenhower is still on the right there. Those are baseball fields. Big park. What's everyone doing in here? Danny Stories. Do you golf, Danny Stories? Yep. Manhattan is the city. When we say the city, we mean Manhattan. Even though technically, we all know, New York City consists of 5 boroughs. Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, and Staten Island. The 5 boroughs in New York City. Each borough being their own county. Area codes are a little different. Like 718, Brooklyn, Queens. 212 Manhattan. I don't even know what the Bronx is. Is Bronx 7182? I don't know. Yep, got a baseball game going on here. We're getting ready on the right there. Town of Hempstead baseball fields. Oh, softball. Softball. It's that time of year. We're getting there. We are getting there. So here now we're on the edge of East Meadow. East Meadow, Levittown, basically is that town I was just speaking of. We're basically approaching it right now. So once we get in there, if you see some of the homes, you know, when they were doing this, when they were mass producing these levee houses, they offered a few different versions. One, you know, single, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. So I think there was maybe 3 or 4 different options you could choose, so to speak. But now it mainly converted over. And you see that water tower straight ahead is the Levittown water tower. Oh, look at those two up there. They were like racing. You see them two up there? Yeah, they were not happy with each other. Oh, wait. No turn on red, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It is 5:24. So we'll be hanging at this red light. Long Island, you can make the right on red, but this sign right in front of me is telling me that I cannot until 6 p.m. They would, you know what? I don't know if they were doing multiple families. I think they were all, I meant bedroom. So I think they were all single family homes, not multi-family homes. Levittown is all, you can even like see ahead one of them, but we'll see more of them as we go. Like once we make this turn, you'll see on the left, they're all single family homes. I think they offered like a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom or a 3 bedroom. So you can have some sort of variety. We'll see some of them when we turn in here. You'll see here now when we make this turn, if you check out these homes, these are actually pretty original, these guys right here. That was the design of them. Mass produced, just slapped all over. And then you'll see when they have the extensions, they lose their peaked top. But when they have that sloped top like that, it's an original. Home for sale right here. Property taxes around here, I would think, have to be approaching $15,000 a year. Taxes are pretty rough around here in the suburbs. This is the Wantaw Parkway. We could have hopped on that, but I'm going to take it through. I'd rather take it through the towns a little instead of just the highway. I'm sure you'd rather see this than the highway. I'm going to go through this guy, and we're through. Wantaw Parkway, one of these state parkways I tell you about. Look at this exit ramp right there. Curved, tight exit ramps. Hey, Jen. Back? Am I back now? Must have been a dead spot over there. Thanks, Jen. Hopefully it's good now. Is it really bad today? What's real? I know my service has been kind of shoddy today, but it's usually pretty good. But how's it been today? Get over here, give you a view of some more of the homes. More baseball fields, some more games going on here. Yep, they look young. Wow, that's T-ball. Very young. Not as good as usual, huh? Shoot. Okay. Wondering if it's a combination of the area and, like, I noticed even when it's like a cloudy, not clear day, my service is not as good as usual. And I was actually a little afraid of that. Because it's not even freezing like on my end. Usually it freezes up. You know, I'll see if I'm freezing. So now we're Levittown, but approaching Wantor. So we'll hit Wantor and then Seaford, North Massapequa. A few of those original homes here. So you still hear me? That's good. No one wants to hear me, Jen. I'm still convinced no one wants to hear me. This is why I give you a visual to look at. No one wants to hear me. No one wants to see me. I figure there's at least a population that wants to see, you know, New York City and its general vicinity live, especially as the summer rolls on. There's a lot of good stuff I could share in front of me. But I understand that. I really didn't even have any intentions on speaking at all. I was going to really just do this as a pre-record and just try to mix music into it. And I don't know what made me just kind of click the live and start speaking. I don't know. I'm happy I did. Definitely happy I did. This kid's not being too smart. He's just riding in the middle of the street on that thing. He's got to be cool, you know? The cool kids. I know you Levittown kids are very cool. Now, what school is this? Douglas MacArthur. Good baseball team. Went to college with a few kids that played at MacArthur. So that is General Douglas MacArthur High School. Very, very interesting. Anyone see the new Batman? I am not a movie person, and anyone that knows me, especially Scott, if he hears this, he's going to fall over and hyperventilate, having me asked if anyone ever has seen a movie. But they were just reminded me of, if you've seen the new Batman, the gentleman that plays Falcone, with his very, very, very sneaky and Mr. Deeds. Same guy. I don't even know his name. I just know it's the same guy. That was the very, very sneaky guy in Mr. Deeds. Is the wise guy in the new Batman. I didn't even realize the Penguin was connected. I go to my friend. I'm like, why? Like, connected like that? But he's like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't know I didn't know the penguin was like that. It's hilarious. Thanks, man. Thank you. I just found it hilarious. They start talking about all this thing. I'm like, what? It's great. So I guess this is Wantor, since I see the Wantor Food Plaza up ahead. Not a fan of the town of Wantor. Anyone that knows me knows why. Do not like Wantor. I'd rather get out of here as soon as possible. And no, I'm not scared. I just don't fucking like it. Sorry, excuse my language. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Oh, God. I just got an email from Geico. Like nothing good comes from those emails. Crazy. No reason, barely use them. Never really use them. And it just goes up and up and up and up. Right around $300 for one vehicle, which is not bad. Full coverage, $500 deductible. But when I started off, I was around $250, $280. Oh, Jen. As we get to know each other and I tell my life story, we'll get there. Thank you, what's real. Jen, just a certain somebody that I particularly do not have any love for is it's from Wantor. No one on YouTube, no one on just Thank you, what's real. Yeah, hit the like, please. The computer likes that, right? The algorithm likes that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Jen, I know. And I should have never said anything, because I'll be completely honest with you. As you guys know, I'm more a viewer than a content provider. As a viewer, I hate when the person teases like that. A tease is good if you're gonna come through on the tease. You know what I mean? I hate when people say that, because now you just really want to know why I hate Wantor. That's all you can think about, is why do I hate Wantor so much? And, so I apologize. I'm sorry. It's really just someone that I have a personal issue with is from here. That's all. And as we continue on this journey together, it'll become very clear who I'm talking about. And hopefully you'll be able to put two and two together, but that's really just it. It's just part of my life story. But I'm sorry. Sorry I did that to you, because I hate when they're like, oh, I got some big news. I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Can't say anything. Like, well, then what'd you say? Well, come on. You're killing me. Hey, Mobland, what's up, man? How's it going? Always a pleasure to see you, Mobland. Thanks for hopping in. Always a pleasure. So we are, I guess now, on the Massapequa side, North Massapequa, the Seaford Oyster Bay, the highway is right to the right of us. We're taking the scenic route. You see different style homes over here, and we're getting further out east. They're larger. They weren't part of that mass-produced post-World War II. Get a bunch of homes there. Yeah, Mobland, always a pleasure. I always very supportive. I see you dropping the links and everything. I really, really appreciate it, man. This here is Sunrise Highway, Route 27. Also the Conduit, which is the service road of the Belt Parkway. So this here, which is now left to right of you, right being west back towards Queens, left being east towards the Hamptons, This will go all the way out to Montauk. Yes, true. You really know. Yes, true. If you really know someone, don't really know you, so have no leads. LOL. So don't know the person, but yes, very true. I'm lost. I don't know. Yeah, was I instilling onto Seaford? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm hitting Sunrise Highway now. I never really take this route because I'll just hop on the highways, either Seaford, Oyster Bay, or Lewanto or something. But I kind of wanted to just wind through and go this way. Yep, Sunrise Highway. That, I have to do that, actually. We're going to have to do the Sunrise Highway Lighthouse Montauk trip out to the Hamptons. I'm hoping the internet works when I go out there. Because the internet out in the Hamptons, I know, can be shoddy a lot of times. You know what? I think I wanted to stay straight. Just because I want to get down to Merrick Road. It'll be easier to maneuver around down on Merrick. I'm gonna head into the shopping center down by Burns Park, or maybe I'll pull into Burns Park and end it over there. You've never been to the Montauk Lighthouse? So when you're out on this road, you hit the Hamptons, it turns into one lane basically, and you go all the way out, and literally it's just a big turnaround. It's a big cul-de-sac pretty much, where you just wrap around and hit the lighthouse, wrap around the lighthouse, and keep going. So you can just go, never get out of your vehicle. Just go, wrap right around it, make a big circle, and then you're facing the other direction. It's nice out there. There's a big park, restaurant, facilities. People are always out there fishing and doing stuff like that. You think Merrick's going to be bad down there? I should take Sunrise down a little more. Yeah, I'll take it down a little more. Not too much further, though, because I want to get into already not too far from where I'd have to go down to Burns Park. Sunrise don't look too great here. Yep. Welcome to Massapequa. We are now in Massapequa. South Shore. Strong Island. Really, Jen? Yeah, I've been out there a whole bunch of times. You know when I actually enjoy doing it the most? I enjoy doing it during snowstorms. You go out there during a snowstorm. First of all, out there when it's wintertime in general, there's less people out there, right? So if you're just looking to just go out, cruise, look around, take in the sights, enjoy being out in the middle of nowhere, because basically that's what you're out. You're out in the middle of the tip out of the Long Island, out in the Atlantic Ocean. Go out there during a snowstorm. Awesome. But no, really, probably middle of the summer would give you the best experience. But it's crowded, but it's not overbearing. Just don't get caught in that Hamptons traffic. Try to, come and go very early or very late. It's one way in, one way out. But it's nice out there. Yeah, Strong Island. I have my, being a Brooklyn guy, I have my love-hate relationship with Long Island. I know so many of you damn Long Islanders, including my own flesh and blood, but, we have that nice friendly rivalry and that Brooklyn. I caught it worse from the Long Island people because I played baseball. I played baseball with a bunch of kids from Long Island, and they They got on me from being from Brooklyn. I was like, yo, you live in the suburbs. What are you talking about? Your houses, you live on top of each other. So do you. So do you. But no, Long Island's cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to make this. Well, we're coming up to 107 now. So, yeah, 107 here. Might just go down to Merrick now, which is the next right. I have to think it's near that rib place over there. Hicksville Road. I think that's what I was on. I don't know. Yep. Hicksville's coming up. But yeah, this is Massapequa. Definitely Massapequa. Sunrise Highway on Tuesday afternoon. Getting a little chillier now. Bearable. I don't know what the Mets are doing. Oh, the Mets are still playing. You got a Mets score update over there?
Yes, the Mets that Travis has been having for lunch recently.
They need to show up against the Braves over here. I know me and a couple of the crew guys over, we have a chat. Basically, a couple of Yankee fans, mainly Met fans. And they were getting on the Yankees for beating up on bad competition. And you know what? I was going to write back, hey, you got the Braves coming into town for 4 games. If you want to be the best, beat the best. What's up? Yankees, last night, they went and they beat. Sorry, Danny Stories, they beat up your Canadian buddies up there, the Toronto Blue Jays. The Mets lost to the Braves. So I kind of have a right to talk some smack right now, but I won't. I won't do it.
5-4 New York, 1 out in the 8th. Pay off.
5-4 New York, 1 out in the 8th. All right. I like the Mets. I'm a Yankee fan, but I don't dislike the Mets. Uncle Giuseppe's, for all you locals, you all know Uncle Giuseppe's over here. I root for the Mets. They're a New York baseball team. Why would I root against the New York baseball team? They are a New York City baseball team. I have no hate for the Mets. I understand why the Met fans hate the Yankees, hate the Yankee fans, blah, blah, blah. Got All American here, the famous burger joint, right there. All American burger. History right there. Yeah, I'm not a Met hater. Really not. Yep. All American, there it was. All American burger. As they say in Jersey, the burger over there in Jersey. So this is Merrick Road. Merrick, also main thoroughfare, running east to west, west to east. Right now we're going west to east, still facing out towards Long Island. The city is behind us. Yeah, what's real? That's a great spot for in the summertime. You'll see when I pass that in the summertime, there's always a ton of people outside eating, and then online. Always a huge crowd over there in the summertime. They also have some really cool concerts and stuff at the park up ahead, Burns Park. The world comes alive in the summertime. It's amazing. I love the heat. Give me 95 and humid, and I'm happy with it. But that's me. St. Rosalima. Not to be confused with the St. Rosalima in Brooklyn, New York on, I don't know if we have any locals, but I think it's on, is it on 65th Street in Bensonhurst? St. Rosalima? No. Is it 65th Street? Might be. It's like Our Lady of Grace. The Our Lady of Grace that I know is the one in Gravesend, Brooklyn, but there's also the Our Lady of Grace in Howard Beach. Speaking of that, there's also this Patricia's, which is a great restaurant here on the left-hand side, but the original is from Brooklyn. Looks exactly the same, right there on the left. The original is a Brooklyn pizzeria. They made another one there. Yeah, no, I feel your pain. What's real? I feel it. Where you're closest up to by like Detroit? Is the closest city in here? Up by where you are? Or you're over north of New York State? Yeah, no, I've never been up to Niagara Falls, so it's definitely something that I want to check out up there. Definitely. Never been up there. I'm sure I can get some really cool video and stuff. I think it's about 8 hours or so from here. So I'm gonna pull into Burns Park here, and I'll end it in here. This right here. Always a lot going on here in the summertime. Always games. There's some games going on now. Looks like there's some lacrosse. I'll wrap around, give you guys a view before I hop out. But this is, man, we used to play so many games here. I'm pretty sure the Massapequa Braves, I don't know if they played here or not. I'm not sure. A lot of nice fields, turf fields. Always games going on here. Nice batting cages they just put up. Oh yeah, I remember playing a game right on this field. I remember facing a kid on this field. He was some prospect. He was throwing gas. I remember that everyone had the radar guns out. I think he was touching 93, 94, like consistent with a nasty little hook for that he would throw for a strike. Not a good memory. Facing someone throwing 92, 93, spotting it on I remember he kept spotting it up and in on me too. Kept putting it right on the inside corner. Alrighty, I am going to pull into a spot a little further down here. Let's see. I don't want to just start filming kids, so because I really don't know like what the rules and regulations is with that. I'd heard some guys mention like if it's just public property or whatever. I mean, I'm really not looking to cause any issues or whatever. So I know this. I don't know if I would appreciate some guy just chilling at my daughter. Yeah, you know what I mean. Just filming my daughter's soccer or softball or whatever game. Even though I have no malintent, you just never know. You really never know. But listen, everyone. As always, I can't thank you guys enough for taking the ride. I really, really, really appreciate it. I've never come here to actually just hang out. I've only been here to play baseball, playing and coaching. Yep. You guys are funny. Hamilton. Yeah, okay, so you're close to Niagara Falls right there then. Okay. That makes sense. Too. One in Hicksville too. One in Hicksville. Okay. Now the original, you're talking about Uncle Giuseppe's, I'm pretty sure, Jen, the one in Hicksville, is that the original? Because I always thought the one here was the original, and I think someone told me that it wasn't. By the water. So Yeah, I'll have to try to figure that out. Because I'm looking at the maps. I'm trying to, but I will. But no, thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Always appreciated taking the ride. I know there's always different options to watch. There's a lot of different people with different shows. So you guys coming to check me out, always appreciated. Trying to think this week. Hopefully we'll be in Brooklyn and Queens a couple of times this week. There's one in Hicksville too, really. The Patricias, because that Patricias, I believe it's called. Interesting. Yeah, no, I know for a fact there's one in Sheepshead Bay right on Emmons Avenue overlooking the water. I didn't know there was one in Hicksville also. That's very interesting. Hey, what's real? Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming through, being very supportive as usual. Mobland, like I said before, always very supportive. Cousin Paulie. I know David S. Cameron was in here before. Mr. Vito, thank you very much. Everyone. Cousin Paulie, I think I said him. Co-train. See ya. Get them going, get the blood flowing, make sure they're stretched out. They're not old like us, so stretching is less important, but they still have to learn the technique and learn the habit of getting there and stretching, and you know the deal. Cool, Jen. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Very cool. But guys, thank you, and I will see you all soon. All right? Peace.